Picture this, if you will, dear viewer. There I am, sitting down on my lunch break, finally, because someone thought it'd be really funny to do a fire drill when it's 108 degrees outside. So after standing around for 20 minutes outside on the brink of heat stroke, I'm sitting down on my lunch break, opening up my YouTube app to check out the comments on today's video, and there it is. I get a notification that the channel has received yet another community guideline strike.
No! What? Sorry, force of habit.
I promise you, this time it was not myself flying too close to the sun. The forbidden song was not played. Instead, it was on a video that I uploaded over a year ago. And you're not going to believe this. It's for just about the dumbest reason I can possibly imagine. And this goes to show you how sensitive the YouTube system is and how it is in dire need of a more reasonable solution. So, on a video I uploaded over a year ago, the video's titled, "This Game is Going to Make Me Lose My Mind." If you can't tell by the title, it's one of the videos I do every now and then where I sit down and record some live gameplay footage of me going through Ranked. Normally there's a bunch of tomfoolery and a bunch of really dumb or funny moments that happen during, of course, playing Ranked for a couple of hours. Put those together in a video, throw in some memes, and we're all good, right? So, in that video, I used a piece of music from a website called Breaking Copyright. It's a relatively common source of royalty-free music. If you guys don't know how, copyright and the Content ID system works on YouTube, if you scroll down to the description of any of my videos that have music playing in the background, mainly like the live streams or the live stream compilation videos, or like the ultimate tier list videos or any of the cinematic videos, in the description you'll see a bunch of links to the pieces of music used. The way that royalty-free music usually works is that in exchange for getting music that is royalty-free, which royalties, those are the things you have to pay to the copyright holder. There's very little copyright-free music out there, but there's a decent bit of royalty-free music, meaning that you can use this music in your video or in your content, and you just have to give credit so that if someone wants to go, find that piece of music, they can do so. And that's normally done in the form of the little bits of text that are posted in the description of your video. So for the live stream videos, you see I have a bunch of those posted down there. For again, the cinematic videos, the ultimate tier list videos, I've got all the music posted down there and so forth and so on. That is pretty standard practice on YouTube. Has been for years now. And the way that the Content ID system works is that if it finds a bit of music in your video, but then it finds the appropriate text in the description, you're good to go. So that's the way it works. And apparently, the YouTube bot, whatever bot enforces the community guidelines, looked at this video from a year ago, okay? And saw that I had linked to breakingcopyright.com. Again, a very common source of royalty-free music. And in some way, shape, or form, it has interpreted breakingcopyright.com as a hurtful, harmful, or illegal external link, which is not allowed on YouTube. You can't link to things that YouTube considers to be harmful, hurtful, or illegal. Like if you're talking about pirating games and you link to a pirate website, that's not allowed on YouTube. That'll get you one of these strikes. That's what that's meant to be there for. But apparently, this absolute brain-dead bot, I'm guessing because it says breakingcopyright.com, it reads that and it assumes that it's a website that you can somehow get copyrighted music for free, so it then slams my channel with a guideline strike. And these guideline strikes, I'm sure many of you have been here through the absolute roller coaster that I've been through with these stupid guideline strikes. These are not things to be played with, guys. The first strike is a warning. The second strike disables you from being able to upload content for a week. And with the way that the algorithm works, that would essentially kill a channel. Especially one like mine, that the whole thing is the daily videos, right? And then after 3 guideline strikes, the channel is deleted. No questions asked. It's just gone. It's deleted. Whole channel gone. Nothing can be done about it after that, unless you can harass YouTube's team over on Twitter, which I don't have a Twitter. I should probably really look at getting one now at this point, if this is how YouTube likes to play things. But yeah, and you only need 3 strikes. This video was uploaded a year ago, and I've gotten more than a few pieces of music from BreakingCopyright.com. So guess what I've been spending my entire afternoon doing, dear viewers? Going through my entire library and making sure nary a link to BreakingCopyright.com exists on my videos. Now, if you guys haven't checked my videos tab on my YouTube page, I've got a few videos up on my channel. So, yeah, think about that. A year ago, this video was uploaded, and for over a year, everything is perfectly fine with the bot and however it checks your description for these dangerous links. In fact, over a year in the case of some videos, because there was quite older videos that had links to that same website in them, perfectly fine. I've uploaded thousands of videos now at this point, many of them with that description, I'm sorry, with that link in the description. But now, because there's just a shift in the way that the bot looks at the description, the way that it interprets that link, even though it is to a website that has their own YouTube channel. Guess where I found the music at? Their YouTube channel. But somehow this bot, it's probably some new AI bot that is just going through and it sees, oh, I'm breaking copyright. That must be something illegal. I'm going to go ahead and flag that. Yet it'll turn around and not touch the YouTube channel because the name of the YouTube channel is Breaking Copyright. So I don't know what type of AI nonsense is going on here, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with this situation. And I know that, like, it'll probably get resolved, and thankfully Breaking Copyright, they are trying to get it resolved. They've managed to get it to some real people at YouTube, thank God, and I'm hoping that this will be fixed within the next day or so. But that's how YouTube rolls, y'all. There's no people involved making these decisions about deleting, like, a channel like mine that makes YouTube money. Now, I know it doesn't, you know, compared to, like, some larger YouTube channels, it's relatively small change, but the channel makes money. He's been making YouTube money for, you know, the better part of, what, 3 or 4 years at this point. YouTube keeps 40% of the revenue of my channel. So, like, I've made them quite a decent bit of change over the past 3 or 4 years, but yet they still can't do myself and other channels the courtesy of, you know, giving us a live person to talk to when things like this happen. Because, you know, I've had to go through 3,000 videos and remove any reference to the Breaking Copyright website in those videos, which, as you can imagine, takes some time, rather than being able to, you know, shoot an email at a live person and get this resolved probably in an email or two, right? Or in a text chat or two. But the company that's worth $2.5 trillion can afford to hire a couple more real humans for that situation, which is absolutely wild thinking. I knew Google was worth a bit. I didn't know it was worth $2.4 trillion. I just looked that up right here, and I have Google stock too. I really should know that. But holy crap, that is just wild. So it's been a wild afternoon. Today's video was supposed to be about the new operation that launched yesterday. Pretty good operation. Should have been the background footage for today's video. If you got Georgia, use it. It's almost an easy 4 or 5 stars if you have a Georgia and a couple of competent team members, which, you know, of course that's everything. But no, I got, you know, a heart attack at lunch, and I had to sweat out the last, you know, few hours of my day hoping that by the time I got home, I still had a YouTube channel sitting there, and, it hadn't been just deleted like that. Now, the last couple times this happened, the most recent time, if you are unaware, was when the Blücher came out. And if you guys haven't seen my ship review videos, typically I'll have a little cinematic intro with the ship sailing around and usually some pretty corny like drip mix for that nation's theme song or whatever. So when the Blücher came out, I had a trap mix of Erica. It sounds so stupid, so funny, so goofy. I had that. I had the Blücher saying around, and that got labeled as hate speech, which there's no speech in the video. There's a pixel ship in the video, no angry plus signs in the video at all, and a trap mix of Erica. That's hate speech, apparently. The time before that was the trailer for the original Operation Runningbung Hunt for Bismarck video that I did like 3 or 4 years ago. That was hate speech apparently too back in the day, which there wasn't any Erica. It was actually some newsreel footage from the actual launch of the Bismarck, and there was a certain Austrian painter in that newsreel footage that apparently warranted to be hate speech, even though the newsreel footage is on YouTube, and it's where I got that video footage at, and the video is still on YouTube to this day, but it's hate speech when I do it apparently. So yeah, whatever. So like those two situations were frustrating enough, but in a situation like this, when it is a mistake, like this is a mistake on the case of the AI, on the case of YouTube's part, where your channel is basically just hanging in the balance depending upon what the bot is thinking, this day, or whatever mood the bot is in, right? Your entire livelihood, if you depend upon your channel for your income, is hanging in the balance because of some stupid bot. So that's how my Thursday has gone, dear viewers. I just wanted to share this with you guys. So hopefully, if anything, YouTube will see this. I'm sure other YouTubers are making videos about the same topic. They'll get this fixed as fast as possible too. So if you're thinking about being a YouTuber, this is crap you have to deal with every couple of years, it seems, at this point. Or actually, at this point, it's multiple times within a 12-month span. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little ranting video. We'll be back to your normal Warships content starting tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful Friday, wonderful rest of your week and weekend. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.